watching Money and Main Street. I'm Krista Laurie. AllBobbleheads.com in Westbury boasts the largest selection of customizable bobblehead dolls. 12 years in operation, we find out how this company is maintaining its position as a top provider in a niche market. That's in today's Eye on the Island. When you're selling bobbleheads online, you have to be constantly moving. In other words, evolving to maintain demand for a collectible that's been around for decades.
It's a seven-figure business, so we do a few $1 million in revenue. It's been growing. We actually made the Inc. list of fastest growing companies in 2015. With $6.9 million in revenue, we were the 74th fastest growing company in the US and the 4th fastest growing in New York.
It all started more than a decade ago when Long Island native entrepreneur and internet marketer Andrew Hazen and his father Michael, who was selling promotional products, saw in bobbleheads a business opportunity based on the popularity of online searches for them.
This is actually before Google. It was Yahoo, Alta Vista, Lycos. And I knew that if I typed in bobbleheads into a search engine, I can get to show up in the first or second position. So I said to my dad, what do you know about the bobblehead business? If I start buying bobbleheads wholesale and sell them retail on the internet, can you help me out?
But Andrew knew they needed to differentiate their Westbury-based business due to slim margins on a product that retailed on average at the time for $19.95. So they went from buying wholesale to manufacturing their own hand-painted custom bobbleheads.
Our typical customer is a female. They're mainly gift-giving, so birthdays, graduations, retirements, Father's Day, Mother's Day, thank you for great work, Salesman of the Month, Teacher of the Week, you name it.
What kind of bobblehead are you looking for?
I'd like to have a single bobblehead, maybe one of the superhero ones.
And whether it's one bobblehead in your likeness in superhero garb, bridal party giveaways, or bulk orders of corporate gifts, they can do it.
We currently have 4 factories overseas. We're manufacturing between, I'd say, 12 and 18,000 bobbleheads a year. Cost to acquire a customer is pretty low for us because it's online, we're not in brick and mortar. Our products aren't in inventory, so to start working strategically with partners as we have, they don't have to take on a lot of inventory. Locally in the tri-state, we're working with Petland discounts. So if you walk into a Petland, you can actually order a custom bobblehead of your dog or your cat. And again, there's no inventory there. So it's some visual, and then you purchase and you build online.
Once you place an order, you'll get to see a sculpted image of your head to check out and tweak if you like.
His young son doesn't recognize him anymore with his bobblehead, so we've designed this new, modern Tom Arnold bobblehead.
And the finished product. They typically cost from $70 to $100 delivered, can arrive in a week if you choose rush delivery or standard delivery in 9 to 12 weeks.
While we're not the only ones that make custom bobbleheads, we are the only ones with licenses so that we can make, for example, with our NHL license, we're the only ones legally that can make one bobblehead of someone in a Islanders jersey, Rangers jersey, LA Kings jersey, fan or full uniform, where no one else can actually do that today.
Bobble Boss gained an edge with procuring licenses.
Licenses are hard to get. They want to see the production facilities, testing on the products, no lead paint, all the things Prop 65 for California selling, for environmental reasons. So they usually have minimum guarantees, so you have to guarantee them that you're going to sell a certain percentage, and regardless if you do or you don't, you have to pay a certain fee. So the fees range from, thousands to tens of thousands of dollars per year.
Several years ago, Bobble Boss was fortunate enough to secure the Michael Jackson bobblehead license. They've manufactured, produced, and sold approximately 80,000 of them. During the last election season, they shipped about 10,000 Donald Trump bobbleheads. And how did sales of the Donald compare to Hillary Clinton's bobblehead?
We did find during the election that Donald's bobblehead was outselling Hillary's 10 to 1 or 16 to 1, given where we were advertising and marketing it.
A deal with Groupon in late 2010 helped spur growth, but at that time, the company wasn't equipped to handle the number of orders that came in, resulting in some negative online customer reviews. Well, since then, they've added manufacturing facilities overseas and boosted their customer service team.
Any special comments to write for the artists?
The company also decided to rebrand after their website, allbobbleheads.com, ran into some trouble with the name.
we found that people were hearing the word all, but they were leaving it out in the retention and just going to bobbleheads.com, which is actually a competitor and a friend. We know him, we see each other at trade shows, he's a Southern gentleman, we get along nicely, but I didn't want to create confusion in the marketplace, especially as we're building this great brand, so we operate under Bobble Boss.
One of their most recent license contracts is with the WWE as they continue to add national partnerships. Bobble Boss is also offering voice recordings to their bobbles as an add-on.
This is all hand painted. First we were going to do a decal and they were like, no, we want it to be hand painted.
But Andrew tells me the core of the business model centers on the novelty of a custom piece that's a reflection of you or someone you love, and that will never go out of style.
I've been blessed to give 3 or 4 billionaires their own bobblehead, and to see these people smile ear to ear saying, like, you know, they can be worth billions, but they feel like they've really made it once, and they've gone home and called me the next day and say, my kids say, now you've really made it, mom or dad. Now that you have your own bobble, forget about the private jet, forget about the 10,000 square foot house, but now that you have your own bobblehead, you've made it.